famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch,
I love you, Johnny!
and The Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon.
Oh, no. No.
Right, so I just seen the Fantastic Four, and I have to say, it was a letdown. There are aspects of the Fantastic Four movie that are definitely great and done well, but what makes it not a fantastic movie that it should have been is the lack of many things. And in this video, I will break each and one of those things down. So first, we're gonna start off with the pros. The pros to this movie is that the family dynamic is real and done well in this movie, which makes it a really good family film. Now, the acting is also on point when it comes to Reed Richards as Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm as the Invisible Woman, done pretty well. She's not bitchy, she's not annoying, she's done just right in that Goldilocks zone. Then we have Johnny Storm. The other Fantastic Four had a better Johnny Storm in my opinion, but this one, he's serviceable. He's not bad, he's not a clown, but he's definitely doesn't have the it factor that I'm looking for, but serviceable enough where I'm not annoyed in the film. The Thing was done well. Actually better than any other iteration I've seen in any other film. A good plus for the movie. Then the Earth that they live on, I do like the aesthetics of it. It has that nice 1960s futuristic viewpoint of the world, similar to the Jetsons, and I'm here for it. So all in all, a very safe PG-13 film that the whole family can see and in general will enjoy. However, now we go into the cons, and oh boy, I got a list of them. First thing, and the biggest thing that you will notice while watching this film, there is little to no action in this film, and that made it boring. And it's a massive letdown. The name is Fantastic Four. Come on, people. Think about all the different powers they all have. Think about how awesome it would have been to see those powers in action against the Silver Surfer. Think how much of an absolute cinema that would have been. Marvel completely dropped the ball on that, which is a dumb move. They clearly had the budget.
Mr. Fantastic.
Literally has powers similar to Luffy, similar to Plastic Man, and you don't take advantage of that. You show it in this most lame and neutered way that I've ever seen in the Fantastic Four, only rivaled by the first one. I mean, the 1990s one, if you want to know. They saved the Earth in this movie, but I really wanted to see a lot of heroics because they're a team that is known for that. And in this movie, it's just glossed over. And to me, that's a massive disservice to just show it in the opening and in no other part of the movie at all. The next big scene you see is when the Silver Surfer is chasing them through space. And to me, it just gave me Star Trek vibes. It didn't feel like the Fantastic Four at all. Another missed point was The Thing. You could see that he's down bad, real bad, especially in the romantic sense. And they gloss over it when I think they could have given it maybe 7 or 8 minutes in the film just to focus and let it simmer in and, you know, see more of his perspective of what his life has been in the past 4 years outside of the heroicism. And then we move on to Galactus. Your boy's been butchered in many films, but in this one, they did him decently well, but they still missed out a lot on the powers that Galactus has. I was expecting to see this type of world-ending super threat, a threat that would make Thanos look like a kitten compared to a tiger with Galactus. But it wasn't that. He was just like a big kaiju monster, just super strength, and that's it. The man has the power of teleportation. He can shoot out energy. He can raise up dead things. He has a laundry list of powers, and they don't use them. He doesn't use it at all. In the comics, Galactus is portrayed as a highly intelligent being, but in this movie, he is super dumb. And the times that they try to show his intelligence by scanning and saying, hey, I see you guys were trying to trick me. Does he use any of his other powers that he has to his disposal? No, he doesn't. Either the writers just don't know that he has these powers, or they just don't want to show him doing it. When you're writing a movie and your character has certain abilities that is well known and you choose not to use it, it's going to come off as bad writing, or you are intentionally writing the character to be grossly incompetent and not know how to use their powers when they need to use it. And again, if the character is supposed to be intelligent, they would know they need to use their powers in this moment. Then his herald, Silver Surfer, is boring. They don't really go enough into her backstory. It's a very small, maybe 2-minute part in the film, and I was expecting to see maybe some very cool scenes of her flying off to other planets, heralding their destruction and seeing how the people react when their planets are being destroyed. None of that. They don't show any of that. They just tell you, and that's lame. Another con is Franklin Richards. They overly focused on the baby in this film. And I understand maybe it's their way of trying to relate to young parents who, go through the experience of raising a child and going through their first pregnancy. And for many people, that could be a plus. But for those that don't find entertainment in childbirth or seeing babies, this is a dud. And it's a boring dud because they focus on this way too much. Too much to the point where you just want to be like, fuck Richards, like, come on, Galactus, take the baby, just take the fucking baby, I don't care anymore. I'm kidding right there, but still, you get the point. It was just getting annoying. Another missed opportunity that they could have capitalized on was the ultimatum that Galactus gave them. And when they revealed that ultimatum to the people of Earth, they should have shown not only just the people of Earth being angry with their decision, but maybe even villains taking that opportunity to go after them and try to take the baby. That could have been their way of, showing more of their powers in the film, fighting off the villains who are trying to take Richard from them. That would have been good, but they didn't think about that. The ending. The way that they beat Galactus is an absolute atrocity. It can be simply boiled down to the power of a mom and how far she will go for her child and her family. That is what happens here. And that was lame as hell, especially with the Silver Surfer charging in to attack Galactus, in which he is doing nothing. He is just looking, struggling, doing nothing when he has powers to deal with such a situation. Like, it bothered the hell out of me to see this guy be ultra dumb or ultra weak. In the end, this is Marvel's first step, so I'm hopeful the next time we do see the Fantastic Four that they're more epic, they're more fantastic, because this time they were 100% mid. If there's one word you can call this movie, it's mid. So here's the final score. Guess what mid deserves? A 6. And that's it. So let me know what you think about the movie. If you think it's actually better and it deserves a higher score or a lower score, let's talk about it in the comments.